A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Good evening. This is Crime Classics. I am Thomas Hyland with another true story of crime. Listen. The lady's name is Maria, and she's just come home from a party, dressed to kill. She's come home to discover a robber, the famous John Shepard, who removes Maria's lavalier gently, her earrings slowly, and her rings. She was face to face with John Shepard, and for the rest of her life, she'd have something to talk about. Tonight, my report to you on the incredible history of John Shepard.
Crime Classics, a series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland.
The English king who was on the throne in 1722 was remarkable in that he could speak no English. Not that he was an idiot. He was a German, and he could speak German very well. As a matter of fact, he'd brought two young and ravishing ladies from Germany with him, so that he could have someone to talk with, lonely monarch that he was. His name was George Louis, and his reign was stormy, with that trouble with the Jacobites. This unpleasantness, you will recall, was settled by the Duke of Argyll, a soldier and dandy, husband to Anne the knitter. And into these times strode John Shepard. Well, he didn't stride exactly. He usually sneaked in through the back window so as to rob. And one night in April, he got caught.
Light the taper in the candlestick, Maria, and we'll see who we have here. And you, sir, don't move, or surely this blunderbuss I'm holding
I shall
will...
not move.
Husband?
Hold the candlestick up to him and we'll see.
Oh, ooh.
Who you have here, madam, is John Shepard.
John Shepard be you? Well now, sir, you're caught. No more sneaking in and robbing for you, sir. And no more wives of respectable husbands will you make play with.
John Shepard.
Come away from him, Marie.
He's only a boy.
Marie.
Downy-cheeked youth.
Come to rob.
No. I shall tell you why I've come here.
Do.
I had heard it spoken about, madam, of you.
Of me.
Maria, come away. Stand aside.
Gently, gently, husband. And you were saying what, John?
And I sought you out. Unbeknownst to you, I have sought you out and have followed you. Once, in a crowded place, I touched, gently, like this.
And this thrilled you, so you've come here to rob us out of house and home.
No, to find Milady's boudoir.
Now you can talk as much as you wish, youth. For as soon as you are done with the talk, this trigger gets pulled. And from Cheapside to the Thames, London husbands all about will raise a hurrah in my name.
Boudoir, John.
To drown myself in the scent of yourself you have left behind.
Husband?
Yes?
Come over here a moment. Look at the candlestick, husband.
What of it?
Now, you were saying, John?
Beautiful. Gossamer hair. And lips of coral buds.
Lips.
But soft as soft can ever be.
If you're to go quickly.
And the jewels sparkle at your throat. And when you move your hand, it makes a pattern of glitter on the gentle air.
Take them.
Yes. What?
Lady Wedline says, about you, she says.
Did she? Now, hush.
Yes.
On this night, he was barely 20. His father died from drink when he was 3, and he was left orphaned when his mother died a year later. When he was 10, his aunt hired him out to a cane chair maker, but the trade bored him and he ran away. Alone in London, he began to pursue the libertine life, and was soon adept at picking pockets, mugging, breaking into houses, bribing policemen, and joshing the ladies. He was a handsome boy, and even at 16 was caught up in a scandal involving Madam Scott's school, causing it to lose its charter for 3 decades. And once, at 19, according to a footnote, his activities all but caused Admiral Brisbane to bring the fleet in from Skagerrak to scotch a rumor. Romantic, dashing, and bold. But he had his home life, too.
Scatter, you neat billaging.
Now, Beth.
Pretty boy, where have you been, pretty boy?
You know well.
Would I mouth the question if I knew it well? Where have you been?
About?
Stealing?
Well, of course, stealing.
Then show me. Show me why I've been waiting to the wee hours.
Nothing to show you, Beth.
Oh?
On coming home to you, I met a man.
And he said, what you got to sell, John boy? What you got to sell?
Just some baubles.
And he cheated you for what they were worth, and you gambled, and now you got nothing.
I saved you something, dear Beth.
What?
Here's a bauble for you.
A piece of glass you bought at a store for half a mite.
Here, let me put it to your lily throat.
No.
Beth, pretty Kim.
A thing to tell you, John, 'cause I've sworn it to me. Beth Lyon, I swore to me. Any more talking amongst the maids in the market I hear, any more soft laughing I hear in John Shepard's name with it to the police I'll go to. I swore it. I swore it. 'Cause I'm tired of waiting into the wee hours for you, and you coming home and tired and cheated, gambled out. And now I want none of you no more, John.
You come to me and you'll change your mind, Beth Lyon.
All right. We'll see. Now what, John Shepard?
Soft touches your hair against my cheek, and a sparkle go.
Get out of there.
Beth.
What?
You said a thing about the police.
Get out of there.
The cell's not especially clean, John laddie. That's never been broke out of. A bite of you. Wife. Woman. There's a new one in the little cell. Spoon a pot of gruel and take it into him. I'm not so generous neither. There's only a mite to feed them each day, and most of them will hang anyhow. So why fat the likes of them? That's enough now, that's enough. You take it to him.
Hello? Oh. Hello. Oh, what dream is this? What angel is this that brings me sustenance? Here, I'll take it from your softling hands. Why stare at me with soft doe eyes? I'm but John Shepard. And why widen go your eyes? You cannot know me, for I am nothing. And this is a dream anyhow, and does not happen in reality. And how am I sure of it? For no cheek was so rosy and warm beneath my lips. And if those dainty hands were to hold a key now... Yes, just so. Oh, dream, wake me not. But let the loving fingers turn key in lock, while lip presses lip. Madam, no, speak not, but walk with me, and show which way, How do I get to the street, madam?
Without even paying a fine. As a matter of fact, there is on permanent exhibition at Scotland Yard a locket which the warden's wife gave to John Shepard as a memento of their walk from cell to street. A simple, small locket with a simple, small diamond in the center of it. It is said that John Shepard cherished the locket for a week before he sold it to a pawnbroker. And so he was on the loose again, stealing, robbing, chucking chins, steering clear of Beth Lyon and the police, gambling, and doing all the things which made him a legend. And one day, it was a summer's day, and he was strolling in the fabulous Chesney Lane and eyeing the nice things behind the shop windows, and he stopped for a moment and considered a diamond brooch and wondered where the closest rock was when...
Don't do it, John. Don't do it, lad.
Huh?
I know what you're thinking, John. How to get a rock? To smash a window, to steal what you see there.
Why you got your hand on my shoulder?
Because I'm of the law, John, lad.
And I'm arrested then?
You be John Shepard, ain't you?
Am I arrested then?
We was told to look out for you, especially here in Chesney Lane. Don't you run, John, lad.
Then what you want from me?
I've heard you're a sly one, and a nervy one, too.
Yeah, there's a thing on your mind you're not saying.
Aye.
Which is what?
It's my duty to walk up and down Chesney Lane and to keep the law and to take note of things.
And you've noted...
Down
what?
there, across the street, 2 blocks down, at the corner...
The Greystone House?
Aye.
The house of Lord Courtliff and his lady?
Aye.
What of it?
'Tis empty. Of the lord and the lady, that is.
The servants?
Gone. All of them gone to watering. In Brighton.
Dee now.
Dee. As I am the Lord, Dee. As my name is Cooper, Dee.
Let us walk.
Dee.
Later that day, an advertisement was inserted in the London Times that the furniture and belongings of Lord and Lady Courtliff were on sale on the premises in their natural surroundings. The house was thrown open to the public, and it was a marvelous sale. The floorwalker's name was John Shepard. He also took the money.
You are listening to Crime Classics, and your host, Thomas Hyland. You don't have to tell the average or above-average housewife that radios work before dark, too. Chances are she's already familiar with the daytime dramatic serials on CBS Radio, a succession of fine day-to-day stories about people it's easy to like and be interested in. Every weekday on most of these same stations, listen where America listens most, for Aunt Jenny, Ma Perkins, Rosemary, Our Gal Sunday, and all our Stars Address daytime serials. And now once again, Thomas Hyland and the second act of Crime Classics, and his report to you on the incredible history of John Shepard.
I would like to speak to you briefly about Newgate Prison. And Newgate Prison because, as you must know, John Shepard must eventually come here, since, as all of us know too, lex omnia vincit. Well, Newgate Prison was built in the 12th century and was originally the gatehouse to the west side of London. As a gatehouse, many gay times were had here, travelers being what they are. But in the 15th century, iron bars were imported from Sheffield, and as a prison, Newgate came into its own. The Great Fire of 1666 destroyed it, but from the ashes rose a dungeon even more formidable than its predecessor. In 1723, the year which concerns us here, Newgate was a place of dampness and stone and iron, with a special section for shackle and rack. You might be interested in knowing that the most popular method of execution in this era was pressing a fellow to death, more later. In the meanwhile, back to Chesney Lane and the house of Lord and Lady Courtliff, toward the end of a highly successful sale in which the Greystone house was being stripped to its stone.
I beg your pardon.
Yes?
Are the tapestries for sale, too?
Oh, yes.
And at what price?
Which tapestry did you have in mind?
Well, let me see. This one.
Excellent choice.
I like unicorns.
£10.
You'll give me a bill of sale?
Why should I?
To prove that I have come by this honesty. After all...
After all what?
This is a famous tapestry.
Dee-dee.
The Farandole of the Unicorns.
Oh, Dee-dee.
Lord Courtliff's favourite.
I know, he told me.
As he told me.
A good friend of his?
He has many friends. In the police.
And you're...
Captain Cleaver.
I'm...
John Shepard. Only John Shepard would have the imagination, the audacity to open up a stranger's house and sell all the stranger's belongings.
Captain.
Yes, lad.
There's an arrangement I have with an Officer Cooper of the police.
Pity.
Why pity?
Now, Officer Cooper will be hung, too.
Oh. Then...
Of it, there's no doubt. You're
Wait.
What?
The proceeds from the sale of the furnishings on the second floor.
What of them, lad?
Yours.
My name is not Cooper. Come along, lad, John, lad. You're under arrest. I'll test that, stonemason. Tight. Good. You're stapled to the stone floor right enough, John lad. You'll not get out of here. Now, stonemason, for an extra safety, a U-spike about his neck onto the floor. Now, let me see. A couple more hits, stonemason. A couple more, my man. The only time you'll be leaving Newgate, lad, John lad, is when they trundle your body out. And we'll take another extra safety. Hand me those chains, stonemason. Wrap them round you, lad, John lad. Goodbye, lad. Come, stonemason.
I have here a newspaper of the time from which I'd like to read a paragraph or two. John Shepard, alone in the stone room of Newgate Prison, espied a crooked nail. With this device, he unburdened himself of his chains. Some have said that John Shepard enlisted outside aid in loosening himself from the stapling. But John Shepard has claimed that this is not so. But it remains true that unstapled he became. Whereupon he removed two stones from the wall of the room, which gave him access to a passageway between the walls. Thus, he climbed to the Red Room, so called for obvious and horrible reasons. He threw down the door of this unspeakable closet, and thence came to the chapel. Removing a spike from the door of the chapel, he experienced small difficulty in opening 4 other doors, which led him to the roof. It was a rainy night, and he almost, in traversing this place, slipped to his doom. However, he jumped across a narrow alleyway onto the roof of a Mr. Finchley who lived next door, and opened a window casement of this house.
Don't be frightened.
Where did you come from?
From out there. from the rain.
Oh.
You have no need to be frightened.
Who are you?
John Shepard.
In truth?
Such is my misfortune.
Misfortune?
Yes.
How?
I say my name and I am shunned by all.
My father...
Don't scream for him. Just let me walk through that door and out of here.
My father...
I know, a wrathful man.
My father is in the country.
I know, in the next room.
In the country.
What?
In the country. I've been trying to tell you.
Oh. What wicked man is he to leave you here all alone? To leave you at the mercy of whoever comes across your roof and into your window.
He needed to go. A matter of his health.
What is your name?
Angela.
I knew it, and I dared not speak it. Angela of Angels.
Oh, John.
Yes?
Your clothes, they're wet and you...
Oh, cold. Shivery.
In the next room, there's a fire.
Take me to it.
Oh, take my hand, John.
Of Angels. Take me to it.
And in no time at all, John Shepard had the run of the house. He particularly liked the library and would spend hours here. He liked to read to Angela, and as your almanac will show you, this was a very rainy summer, so he read to her a lot. And in spite of the inclement weather, it was truly an idyllic summer for these two young people.
I love you, Angela.
Oh, and I love you, John. John, oh, John, John.
And small lovers spat.
I hate you.
Hate me, do you? Well, I despise you.
Partings. Greetings.
Oh, John, oh, John, John, you've come back.
And John would read to her again. And sometimes next door there would be an execution. And they would watch. And every week, Angela wrote to her daddy.
Dear Papa, it rains here. Most every day it rains. And there is chill in the air. I thank the stars each night that you're in the country and getting your strength back again. Stay as long as you want, and I will come down and visit you at Christmas time. As you have told me to, I improve myself in the library, reading and doing sums and musing. Tonight there is a thunder shower. How fortunate are you that you are not here. John, I'm writing to my father.
Hurry, then.
Your loving daughter, Angela.
In the autumn, the weather got better, and one morning in early October, right outside Angela's house, when John was returning from the greengrocer's, a voice from out of the past all but dropped John like a pulled steer.
John, well, John Shepard. Hello, John.
Hello, Beth.
Ain't they hanged you yet, John? Oppressed you?
I'm a hurry, Beth.
Be you now. Please!
Yes, hush.
Now, why should I, John?
Because, we're old friends, Beth.
Be we now? John?
Yes?
Were the police to find you, my lad, what would happen to you?
Well,
They'd hang you, wouldn't they? A pressure thinner than a comedy cake.
But you won't call them, now, would you?
I might.
Unless what?
Like it was in the old times. Like it was before...
John!
Well, now.
You have the parsnips from the greengrocer's?
You have the parsnips from the greengrocer's? Well, now.
Who's this woman, John?
It's my
Forgot my name, John. I'm Beth Lyon, and who be you, little duck?
Come into the house, John.
Come into the house, John, pretty as you please. Well, John ain't coming into your house no more. Are you, John?
Angela.
Yes, John?
Angela.
Now you listen to me. You listen to me, John. I know where you came from that night. That first night when you came in from the roof, out of the rain. You came from next door, from Newgate Prison.
Angela.
And if you don't come into the house this moment, I'll yell for the police.
And he comes with me a royal...
John? Police!
And when John moved toward Angela, you guessed it.
Police!
Well, as you can imagine, that brought the police. And John was arrested again and got his old room back again. He was stapled again and chained again. And the guard was placed on 24-hour vigil.
Hey, God. God. Yeah. How would you like to... Oh.
And so he was brought to trial and found guilty of robbery and footpadism, and, as was the law of the time, sentenced to execution. Since this was the very autumn when pressing to death went out of fashion, John Shepard was hanged. This last event took place on the 16th of November, 1724, in front of a mob made up chiefly of protesting but fascinated women. An estimated 200,000 in the audience. There were on record certain excerpts, statements from certain women who had known him.
He's so young and gentle. They need not hang him. Oh, poor lad, it'll be a terrible loss.
London will seem different without the likes of John Shepard. There'll be no one to love for no more.
Each time it rains, I'll keep looking at the window and remembering. Oh, sweet apparition, and he'll no longer appear. Sweet John Shepard, cruel John Shepard, I scarce know whether I love you or hate you the more.
Scarce knew whether she loved or hated him the more, which was about the consensus, from a goodly sampling. And just think, only 23 years old.
In just a moment, Thomas Hyland will tell you about next week's crime classic. John Shepard, tonight's crime classic, was adapted from the original court reports and newspaper accounts by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music was adapted from themes of the period and conducted by Bernard Herrmann. And the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. In tonight's story, Alistair Duncan was heard as John Shepard. Featured in the cast were Betty Harford, Ellen Morgan, D.J. Thompson, Ben Wright, Richard Peel, and Jerry Desmond. Bob Lamont speaking. And here again is Thomas Hyland.
Next week, Rome, Italy, just a little bit before March 15th in 44 B.C. We will concern ourselves with a man and his friends, and what happened when they all got together in the same room. It's listed in my files as 23 Knives Against Caesar. Thank you. Good night.
Your Heart Association presents Bing Crosby.
Folks, you know, there's never been a job too big for America to handle. Right now, your Heart Association is asking you to join medical science in the fight against heart diseases, which take more lives than all other diseases combined. The goal of the Heart Fund is to help bring new hope to all hearts through new advances in surgery, through new methods of prevention, care, and treatment. The American Heart Association and its affiliates comprise the only voluntary health agency devoted exclusively to heart programs. Mail your contribution to HEART, H-E-A-R-T, care of your local post office. Help your Heart Fund, help your heart.
Lionel Barrymore's Radio Hall of Fame is great Sunday night drama on the CBS Radio Network.
Good evening. This is Crime Classics. I am Thomas Hyland with another true story of crime. Listen. The drone of lawmakers before the President of the Senate raps the gavel for silence. The year 44 B.C. The city, Rome. A conclave of the togaed and jeweled men waiting the arrival of Caesar. And there stands Brutus, silken-clad and heavy-jawed. And there Cassius, slight of figure and hawk-like features. And there Casca later called Vile. Probably he didn't deserve such a name at all, for he was only one of several who held sharp daggers beneath their vestment this day, the Ides of March. Here he comes. Tonight, my report to you on 23 Knives Against Caesar.
Crime Classics. A series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland.
Julius Caesar was born in the year 102 B.C., and by the time he was 16, the year he received the toga virilis, the symbol of manhood, he was already an opinionated young fellow.
I'm a direct descendant of the goddess Venus.
When anybody asked him of his ancestry. And a few years later, having been house guest at many homes on both sides of the Appian Way...
To all women, I am all men.
Prompted to give an opinion about his prowess as a soldier.
The world will taste my sword.
About his intellect?
A genius. Bold strategist. Of unsurpassed valor. Godlike.
Which is a good time to tell you what he looked like. Suetonius has him as a man of tall stature, fair complexion, shapely limbs, somewhat full-faced and keen black eyes. He was somewhat overnice in the care of his person, smoothly shaven with superfluous hair above his eyes, plucked out. He combed his hair forward to hide the fact of his growing baldness, a fact which disturbed him greatly.
Cleopatra.
Oh, noble Caesar.
Twine not your fingers in my hair.
Oh, but it is the remembered touching of you that... Oh, do you have to go back to Rome?
Because it is the time to.
Oh, what would be better? To float on this barge till where the Nile begins, to the heaven that lies over the edge of the world.
Pretty thought.
Of a woman in love.
Woman. Girl.
In truth.
Woman.
Oh, Caesar.
What?
There is about you.
What?
A divine thing.
Now, girl, again.
Something godlike. Long ago, long ago, when I first heard the name Caesar, master of men that mastered Gaul and the unknown places beyond the seas, and my teacher said your name and what you had done, the word came to mind. Godlike.
Truly?
And when you came to Egypt in pursuit of Pompey, and finding him already murdered, and the weariness, and at the same time elation on your face, when I saw you for the first time. Oh, that word again. Godlike.
Cleopatra.
Oh, Caesar, conqueror. Caesar, king. Divine Caesar.
Perhaps.
Yes.
When I return to Rome...
A hero of the world.
There will be talk, as you have talked.
That you are of the gods.
Yes.
But now soft flows the Nile, and quiet curves the moon in Egypt's sky. And I am at the feet of my conqueror.
Child. Queen.
in the 1st century B.C. Triumphant parade, entrance of hero, people on Roman holiday. Julius Caesar has returned to the city. The Temple of Concordia, past the House of the Vestals, turn left under the Arch of Septimus Severus and into the Forum. Caesar has come home from Egypt. The conqueror is home again, and laurel wreath sets well upon his brow. Everything will be all right again. Caesar will see to it, and he mounts the rostrum, and the crowd hushes. And Caesar speaks.
I came! I saw! I conquered! Since last I left your bosoms, Gaul, once torn asunder by marauding and barbaric tribes, is now united and pays homage and tribute to all of us here. And the civil war with Pompey is at an end. Pompey is dead in Alexandria, and his legions I pursued into the desert, and I am home. And these things I must tell you. Those veterans of my legions who wish it will receive land and booty in the transmarine colonies. Those among you who are without slaves may choose among the barbarians, the prisoners. The constitution of our state will be re-explored so that you, my people, will reap its blessings and rewards, no longer at the mercy of corruption. These things by divine word. These things by the divinity which lies close to me.
And this is the first time on record that Julius Caesar hinted openly of his divine potential. He didn't shout it. He just let it fall nice and easy against the ears of the Roman citizen. And, speaking of Roman citizens, I'd like you to meet a couple. One's name is Flavius, a shopkeeper, 43 years old.
Wife, 3 children. Hobbies, the spring rituals, Greek picture stories. Ambition to visit Greece.
And the second citizen is named Luca.
Son of timber. Leather worker, 40 years old. Wife, 2 children. Hobbies, the arena, watching all sports.
Just average gentlemen. Family men, decent, home-loving, owning a toga for dress and one for work and sandals to match. And friends. And now and then they were apt to meet on the street, somewhere near their respective shops.
Hey, Luca. Hail, Flavius. Where do you go?
Returning from the parade.
As am I. A spectacle.
Yes.
What ails thee?
Here, where I have lifted my son Cassio on my shoulder so he could see.
I have seen your Cassio. He waxes with each day.
Did you get close enough to hear Caesar?
Yes.
What did you think?
Well,
I'm not sure either.
What about the slaves? Are you going to take a slave?
I've got 4 to feed now.
He's giving too much to the veterans.
Well, if it wasn't for the veterans, where would we be now?
I guess so.
He said he was going
You mean about the Constitution?
Uh-huh.
You remember he came back from Britain? He said the same thing. He came back from Gaul, the same thing. Spain, the same thing. Now Egypt, the same thing. Only a little dustier.
Talking about Egypt.
Cleopatra?
A friend of mine in the Legion saw her.
Oh, well.
He says in Egypt it was good to be Caesar. Listen, you want to stop over the shop? He brought back some picture stories.
Maybe. Let me ask you something, Flavius.
What?
Did you hear what I heard?
What do you mean?
What Caesar said about divinity?
I remember he said something.
Divinity. You think he's trying to get us to raise temples to him?
Oh, he wouldn't.
Caesar now?
Maybe so.
Well,
I have got to get back, too.
Give my love at home.
Thumbs.
Friends gesturing each other farewell. And down this street and up a hill named Capitoline Hill, and halfway down its farther side, there was a building of marble in a grove of cypress. A building dedicated to leisure and sweating off the fat. Roman baths for the Roman nobles, highest stratum. Slaves to bring apples and towels and pills and unguents. The tier of rocks steaming and the waters of the pool warm and scented. And sitting on edge, feet a dangle, two highest stratum nobles, Brutus and Cassius, waiting for their Caesar.
And that's what you think, Cassius?
It doesn't take a Sophocles to figure it out. Promise the poor what they want, promise the middle class what they want, promise the nobility what we want. That's the kind of speech it was, Brutus. And it's a danger.
Danger?
Consider, he can only satisfy one group by taking away from the other. Therefore, it is impossible that he keep his promise. Therefore...
I don't think that's the danger at all.
Oh?
What's the matter with you? Weren't you listening?
Of course I was.
He wants to be a god.
I wanted you to say it, Brutus. Because you are his friend, and he leans much
Hail! Hail, Brutus.
Hail, Caesar!
Cassius.
Long life to Caesar!
Not so godlike, our Caesar, when he swims.
Egypt has swelled him.
They say Cleopatra.
Yes.
Look at him.
Bald.
Caesar, who would be God.
Hold, slave. Take towel to me. The dust of continents is washed from me, Brutus.
How well you swim.
The Nile, Brutus, the Nile. What exercises it provides.
Oh, Caesar.
Speak, Cassius, speak.
Your speech of this afternoon.
What thought you of it?
Interesting.
And you, Brutus?
Provocative?
Oh? What did it provoke, Brutus?
I asked myself how it would be were I friend to a god.
It would be worthwhile, Brutus. I can tell you that. And I can tell you, too, Cassius.
The custom of naming new gods is only for the Greeks and Orientals.
In Gaul, Cassius, I tamed the torrent of a river. In Britain, the torrent of a people. In Egypt, a queen's torrent, tamed and changed. So what now is a custom that I cannot change it? Listen.
Already there is talk that...
Caesar speaks, Cassius.
Caesar speaks.
In Egypt, the people bowed down to me and burned incense.
Made sacrifice?
In the Senate tomorrow, I shall propose the erection of a statue. And Mark Antony will lay upon my brow the laurel wreath.
He approaches Caesar.
Who?
Your poet.
Sinner. Oh, sinner, sinner, friend of my heart. Now, rise, sinner, so that I may embrace thee. Dear sinner. Oh, I've missed you these months, and your sweet words.
Caesar, divine Caesar.
What catastrophe would be Rome's if suddenly there were no more laws but divine commandments?
It must not happen.
He is your friend.
Rome is my life.
Brutus.
Yes?
There are others who speak as we do.
Who?
Casca, Tilius, and those who are alarmed.
How do they speak?
Of the death of Caesar. Are you with us, Brutus?
I have said it. Rome is my life. Therefore, death to Caesar.
Death to the tyrant Caesar?
And while this kind of unkindly talk was going on about him, Caesar was on the hot rocks, listening to what Cinna the poet had written for him, and liking it.
Sinner, sinner, sinner.
Saturday afternoon in the Roman baths.
You are listening to Crime Classics and your host, Thomas Hyland. Tomorrow night, there's laughter ahead for all who come to CBS Radio to meet Mr. McNutley. Ray Milland stars as Professor McNutley, a master in the classroom who's somewhat wobbly in the social world. You'll enjoy every minute of the occasion when you meet Mr. McNutley, Thursday nights, on most of these same stations. And now, once again, Thomas Hyland and the second act of Crime Classics, and his report to you on 23 Knives Against Caesar.
A refresher paragraph on ancient Rome. It may come as a shock to some, but I must tell you that the primitive city of Rome was not in the Tiber Valley at all, but on the ridges surrounding. It was not until the empire flourished that Rome spread out to take up all of the Campus Martius that hugged the bend of the river opposite the Vatican Hill. The streets weren't paved until about the 2nd century B.C. The first paved street ran down the Capitoline Hill to Casa Hecate, a popular pathway that it was, and so it remains to this day. Since the city depended on wells and springs for its water supply, aqueducts were put in at an early date. And with the most important plumbing down, they started to build the houses and the temples and the roads you've heard so much about. Yes, the Romans were there to stay.
Hail, Flavius.
Luca. Hail, Luca. Have a fig.
Oh, thanks. From Smyrna.
Smyrna of the north, that is why they are so skinny.
Well, I've heard our Caesar eats no skinny figs.
You seem troubled.
Troublous times.
The stomach again, Luca?
It hurts when I place palm of hand to it, so, and press.
Then press not.
Then I could not tell whether it hurt.
True.
But more vexing is my trouble.
Caesar?
My wife disagrees with me.
The function of a wife?
She thinks Caesar's a god.
Yeah, my wife also, my eldest daughter, and my son.
My children talk, too, of the new god who walks the Roman streets and sits in the Roman Senate and who wears the laurel crown. And they call Caesar God.
Troublous times.
How easy the times could become. Not troublous.
How?
Accept Caesar as God.
Foolishness.
Is it?
How say you?
I've done much thinking. Since Alexander the Greek, there's been no such mortal as Caesar. A singular human Caesar. Therefore, perhaps no human. Therefore, perhaps a god. Therefore...
This is your wife speaking through your mouth.
With logic.
There are rumors.
What rumors?
That a statue is to be erected to Caesar while he lives, and sacrifices to be brought to it.
Then Caesar will enter the realm, Flavius. He will be a god. I believe it better that we accept the fact. Perhaps it will be fruitful for all of us if we have a god in our midst.
As it has not been fruitful in spite of the promises Caesar has made.
As a mortal.
It is to ponder. In truth, it is to ponder. Have another fig.
Countrymen, beloved subjects, I behold here the statue. Well up the tears in mine eyes. Shiver thou my body, be humble my soul, and yet I cannot. For within me is a flame, and a voice in the flame, a voice that speaks and says, "This is your statue, O Caesar, which they have built for you. Accept it, Caesar, divine Caesar. Hear me, my people, divine Caesar, descended from the gods, and himself was descended from the gods, and himself was...
Quite a phenomenon. Hundreds of thousands of birds suddenly appearing in the forum at the precise instant when Caesar was proclaiming himself a god. And they hovered, and they shrieked, and they beat their wings, and Caesar could not make himself heard. And the people ran from that place because they knew it was an omen.
Descended from the gods, and himself a god!
But there was no one to hear him, for all the people had fled from that place, for they knew it was an omen.
Caesar, take my hand, Caesar, for I am blind. For I will take you to a place so that you may wonder. This is where we walk, a place of darkness, Caesar.
No, it is bright with sunlight.
Dark, for I am blind. Lead me, lead me. Caesar.
Yes?
What else besides sunlight do you see?
There, a soldier.
Yes, where the corridor brightens.
Where it darkens. Phantom. Phantom, why do you laugh?
Lead me to the soldier, Caesar. And what does the soldier hold in his hand?
A flame.
And now what does he hold?
Nothing. The flame has destroyed itself. And yet where the soldier has held it, no scar, nor sear, nor burn.
An omen, Caesar. Your passing, your death.
No.
Your death. Nor will you leave a mark. A flame you are, and quickly will you die.
No.
Your death, Caesar.
No.
Caesar. Caesar, wake. Oh, what nightmare are you having? Wake, Caesar.
Calpurnia, wife.
What nightmare did you have?
Of death. Of my own death.
I dreamed it also.
What?
Last night. That I held you in my arms and you were slain.
How?
With knives.
The knives of whom?
Friends to you.
Beware the Ides of March.
What was that? What voice?
Beware the Ides of March.
An outside voice. Listen to what he says.
O Caesar, beware the Ides of March.
Slave! Outside there is one who cried that Caesar should beware the Ides of March. Bring him to me. Go!
Caesar. My husband Caesar, weep not.
That voice. The voice of dread. I know it. I know it well.
How could you know it?
Woman, I know it well. I know it well. For it is the voice of my troubled dreams. The voice that said to me, I would die.
But you're imagining.
That said to me, I would die. And your dream, and the birds, and the forum. And now, voice. Voice of my dreams, dread voice, who are you? What are you that you say, Caesar, beware the Ides of March?
I am a soothsayer.
And why do you shout beneath my window?
O Caesar, beware the Ides of March.
Why?
Beware tomorrow, Caesar. For the portents say that tomorrow the Ides of March is your death. Laugh not, Caesar, but mourn for your passing.
I laugh because it is a huge joke I play upon myself. In truth, the voice of this soothsayer is similar to the voice of my dreams, and the face, yet there is a difference. The eyes of the man in my dreams were sightless.
I am blind, Caesar.
If the gods will it. For I am their brother.
And you remember, the year 44 B.C., the day, the 15th of March, the scene, the Roman Senate. I would like to read to you from Plutarch's Lives. When Caesar entered, the Senate stood up to show their respect to him. And of Brutus's confederates, some came about his chair and stood behind it.
How pale today, my Caesar.
What petition have you, Brutus?
For Tilius, whose brother is in exile.
I will not grant it.
Whereupon Tilius lay hold of Caesar's robe and with both hands pulled it down from his neck, which was the signal for the assault. Casca gave him the first cut in the neck.
Fire, Casca! What does this mean?
But Casca did not answer. Those who came prepared for the business enclosed Caesar on every side, with their naked daggers in their hands. Whichsoever way he turned, he met with blows and was encompassed like a wild beast on every side. And Brutus was the last.
You too, Brutus. Die, Caesar.
And gave him one stab.
Caesar is dead. Citizens, Romans, listen. Caesar is dead. End to tyranny. End to a despot. Caesar is dead.
It must be true, Flavius. Else the noble Brutus would not say it.
Well, it just goes to show.
Show what?
You can have ambition. Don't let it run away with you. My son Cassio wants to be a senator. I'm trying to tell him to be content. Got a nice business he can step into.
Well, you know how kids are. Oh, I can hardly believe it.
What?
Caesar dead.
Why not? You think he was a god or something?
Well,
Well, I'm going home, Luca. Give my love to the family.
The thumbs.
Thumbs.
23 stab wounds were counted. Speeches were made, and Caesar was cremated. The next day, official decree by the Senate elevated him to the rank of a god. There was a celebration that lasted for 23 days, and all the Romans agreed it was one of the finest celebrations on record. They danced around his statue a lot and decked it with flowers. And a god couldn't expect much more than that.
In just a moment, Thomas Hyland will tell you about next week's crime classic. Caesar, tonight's crime classic, was adapted from accounts of the times by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music was composed and conducted by Bernard Herrmann, and the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. In tonight's story, Edgar Barrier was heard as Caesar. Featured in the cast were Hy Averback, Lou Krugman, Irene Tedrow, Betty Harford, Marvin Miller, and Harry Bartell. Bob Lamont speaking. And here again is Thomas Hyland.
Next week, a field in France during the reign of Louis Napoleon. We will concern ourselves at that time with a missing family and several freshly opened graves. It's listed in my files as Jean-Baptiste Troppmann, killer of many. Thank you. Good night.
Forward on Liberty's team. That's the 1954 slogan of the Boy Scouts of America. 3,300,000 strong, who celebrate their 44th birthday this week. Behind that slogan is a great team of Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, explorers, and adult leaders, organized in 89,000 units through the country, its territories, and wherever Americans live abroad. To them, to all of them, a salute from CBS Radio and its affiliates. Congratulations and happy birthday. Keep up the good work. Everybody Loves Junior Miss, Thursday nights on the CBS Radio Network.
Good evening. This is Crime Classics. I am Thomas Hyland with another true story of crime. Listen. crowds swarming over a field in France. Crowds, all ages. They've come to see this crowd. They've come to look. And the field they're trampling will be packed so hard that the soil cannot be plowed for 2 years after. Closer now, to see if it were true, to see if the story were true. The story of horror about a mass grave, victims, murder victims buried together. Closer now, and finally, a man reaches a pit in the earth. Tonight, my report to you on Jean-Baptiste Troppmann, killer of many.
Crime Classics, a series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland.
Adolescence is a trying time, a time when imagined sorrow is a constant companion, and loneliness and mystery and joy so great it bursts the heart, and sometimes all in a couple of hours. Youth reacts to it varyingly, mostly by writing poems, talking to the moon, rejecting, accepting, dancing, fleeing, getting caught, falling in love, and generally being miserable. Well, Jean-Baptiste Troppmann had a more difficult time with adolescence than most. For example, on the morning of April 3, 1865, when Jean was 16 years old, he had an argument with his brother in his father's factory.
Brother! Stupid brother! Don't, brother! Why am I cursed with such a brother as you?
With a hammer against his brother's face. While the factory hands watched in amazement at such a temper, since Jean's brother had only accidentally spilled a small can of oil, after which his brother never looked quite the same. And when Jean was 16 and a half years old, he was standing on the second floor landing with his father.
Father! Stupid father! Don't, father! Why am I cursed with such a father as you?
And the elder Troppmann was carried to a hospital where he was treated for concussion and contusions and released 4 days later. It should be said that after this, the elder man never got on steps with his son again. And next spring, when young Jean-Baptiste was walking along the banks of the river, wondering about adolescent things in general, he came across a man of 40 perhaps, with a knapsack, a hiker.
Hello.
Hello.
I've never seen you around here before. Well, I've never been in these parts. What do you think of our countryside? Beautiful. Had I known before how beautiful, I would not have remained city pent these years, but would have walked down to your countryside before. Are you from Paris? Yes. How is it in Paris? Teeming, dirty. This is your home, that village, these fields? Tell me of Paris. You tell me of Paris. Don't mimic me. Tell me of Paris. You crazy little monkey, why did you hit me?
Don't make fun! You need to be taught!
Held the man's head under the water and drowned him, and let the river's swift current carry the man away. And Jean-Baptiste was lucky, and the man was washed away to sea and never found. Then walked home and kissed his mother and let her ruffle his hair, then went straight away to his chemicals. He liked to mix poisons. The properties of prussic acid in particular fascinated him. He was pale-complexioned, wiry, and kind of spidery in his movement. And one day he went to Paris on a mission for his father. And there he met a Monsieur Jean Hank.
To the Emperor Louis Napoleon.
To the Emperor.
Oh, waiter. More champagne.
I must tell you, Monsieur Hank.
Oh, then do. Tell me what.
What a pleasure it is to meet a man as sophisticated and as wise as you?
Oh, dude.
That we have become friends through a chance meeting is fortunate to me.
You are a good lad. Jean.
Yes?
How old are you?
19.
Half my age. I could be your father. Jean.
Yes?
Let me tell you. I have a son nearly of your years, Gustave, and he is a dolt. Oh, this is my misfortune, Jean. Because a man wishes most that his firstborn be a son, and his son be a joy. If my son would have been such as you, Jean, it would have been a joy.
Monsieur?
Eh?
How did you become rich, monsieur?
Oh, hard work, application, and a small factory for brush making in Roubaix.
You were an intelligent man.
No. Hard work, application.
And this is what I must do to rise above my own poverty?
Not you, Jean. You are clever. There's a quickness about you. You have imagination. And you will be rich.
As rich as you?
Oh, richer.
Monsieur?
Yes?
I have a plan. I have a plan, monsieur, and I wish to interest you in it.
Oh, what sort of plan?
Of money, of wealth, for myself and for you. My friend and my counselor.
Tell me of it.
I've already told you. Of money, of wealth. Invest a small amount of money. The returns, fabulous.
And soon you will tell me of it?
Soon.
Aha. I drink again to our friendship, Jean. Lasting and good.
Oh, yes.
I do not like... But wife, good wife to me, how can you say you do not like such as he?
There is something about that boy. There is an evil to him.
Evil? A youth of 19?
Like a night bloom that sickens and exudes an essence that stifles.
Oh, how can you say that?
By speaking like this. Jean-Baptiste Troppmann is a youth who hugs close evil. And more I will tell you.
What?
When you're not here sometimes, he questions me.
Well, bright lads ask many questions.
Of the state of your affairs. How much money you have. In what form? How quickly could your bonds be negotiable? Have I insurance? Had you and the children? Also the value of...
Mama?
Yes, Gustave.
The children are all asleep. Emile and Achille chose the left bed this evening. Alfred and Henri the right. And Marie is asleep the first of all, in the nursery.
Oh, you're a fine son, Gustave.
Gustave.
Yes, Papa?
Next year is your birthday, and you'll be 18 years of age.
That is true, Papa.
Tell me, son, what do you think about? Henrietta?
Tell your father what you think about Gustave.
Playing games.
Very good. What kind of game?
Oh, with sticks and balls and running and jumping high into the air.
And what else do you think about?
My house, and my mama, and my brothers and my sisters.
What about them?
Mama?
Leave him alone.
Gustave.
Yes, Papa?
Do you ever think about the world of business?
No.
Run along, Gustave. Find a stick and a ball and jump high into the air.
Mama. Go. Why are you so cruel to your firstborn?
Because I know a young man but a year older than he.
Whose name is Jean-Baptiste Troppmann?
Whose name is Jean-Baptiste Troppmann. And though the name may be a thorn to you, it's a name for you to remember. For this boy, this clever boy, already has a scheme to make us richer. As rich as kings.
What plan?
Oh, I told you would prattle it all about. Nevertheless, it is a plan, such a plan as you never dreamed of. A magnificent conception of a plan. And by a boy barely 19 years old. Oh, would that he were my son.
Then I should not have been his mother.
Oh, Jean-Baptiste, welcome. This house is yours. Welcome.
Oh, what unhappy woman bore such a monster for a son?
The woman who bore such a monster for a son was named Madame Troppmann, and she was not unhappy. She loved her son dearly and thought him a fine youth, and was sure that in time he would bring her much joy. On the other hand, Madame Kank knew Jean Baptiste for what he was, but what she didn't know was that he would bring her death. And the next morning...
But where are you going?
To the fields of Pantin, and a place there, a chateau.
But why?
What's the plan, the boy's plan?
The boy's plan, which necessitated hiring a carriage and the drive out of Paris and into the countryside and into the nighttime. And the talk then.
The Chateau Bernier.
Aha! Tell me the rest of it.
They will be there.
Huh? Who?
The counterfeiters.
Counterfeiters?
They've brought machinery and plates of such exquisite craftsmanship. And all the money we can possibly use forever. We shall make it. And we must pay them but 5,000 francs. You have brought 5,000 francs?
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
Drink. Drink of my wine.
Yes, oh, yes. Yes.
We'll be princes of fabulous wealth. What's the matter? I'll stop the carriage. How do you feel?
Cramp.
Come, we'll walk. It will ease the pain, the cramp.
They walked only a short way, and then Monsieur Kank fell to the ground. Jean hurried immediately back to the carriage, obtained a shovel he had lashed to its understructure, and dug a hole, and put Monsieur Kank in it, and packed down the earth. If Monsieur Kank wasn't dead when he fell, he was now.
Listening to Crime Classics and your host, Thomas Hyland, and his report to you on Jean-Baptiste Troppmann, killer of many.
It was France. It was the Second Empire. Louis Napoleon was on the throne, and the Empress Eugenie. Those of dexterity and imagination were inventing machines, and all of Europe was in an economic upheaval caused by mechanical contrivances cleverly put together. It was the era of the speculator, the money adventurer, the exploiter. For the youth of the time, there was the opportunity for wealth beyond dreams, or poverty on the same level. And the youth of the time was Jean-Baptiste Troppmann, a youth of vision, a youth of ambition. He had a plan. Massacre the Kank family and assume identity of Jean Kank. Take his wealth and go to America. There were 8 members of the Kank family, and when we picked him up in the fall of 1868, he had only killed one, the father. One day, Jean-Baptiste wrote a letter to Madame Kank.
My dearest wife, I have hurt my hand, and therefore have asked my esteemed friend Jean-Baptiste Troppmann to write this letter to you. I am here in the pension of Madame Bourget in the village of Ferney. How I miss you. How I miss my dear family. Are the 6 children too much of a travail without me? Let you and the rest content with the knowledge that our plans flourish, and soon, dearest wife, we will be very rich. Very, very rich. Now, here is what you must do. Send our oldest boy, Gustave, to me for a twofold purpose. There is work for him here with a future.
And he should bring with him 5,000 francs, which is needed immediately for expenses. Your faithful husband, Jean Canque.
Oh, Gustave, come in.
Hello, Monsieur Troppmann. Good evening.
Well, and how was your journey down from Paris?
Oh, very good, thank you. Where's Papa?
I will take you to him presently.
I would like to see him now. I've missed him.
Gustave?
Yes?
Did your mama give you anything for your papa?
Oh, some cakes. I have them here in my satchel.
Cakes? Is that all?
And an envelope.
Which is right there in your satchel.
Which is right here in my pocket.
Ah.
It was sewn to the inside.
Oh, you have a clever mother. Come, Gustave, I will take you to your father.
Monsieur?
Yes, Gustave?
My father wrote a letter and said there was work for me.
Well, actually, there are 2 jobs available to you.
Hmm?
2 jobs. One right down there at the pier. Can you swim?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, then you would not be suitable for this one job, for it has to do with piers and boats. But you do sums, Gustave.
Oh, simple sums.
Good.
Monsieur?
Yes?
What is my father doing now?
Put a step away. That shack where the winch is.
Oh, I shall be very happy to... Monsieur...
Jean strangled the boy, tore open the sewn pocket, extracted 5,000 francs from it, and then... It was said that on the night of Gustave's disappearance, Jean returned to the pension exhilarated. He paid the landlady for a bottle of wine with 100 francs. He toasted everything and everybody, and went upstairs to his room singing...
Avec les pieds
a saucy tune of the day.
My dear wife, our son Gustave has arrived and has a fine situation. The time has come to disclose to you my secret, but I cannot leave this place. Therefore, all of you must come here for 2 or 3 days. This won't hurt you, for Troppmann has procured and has put up 500,000 francs for our venture. I must match this sum with what I have. Thus, dear wife, I petition you to procure all our assets from the bank and bring them to me. Also, in order to complete legal documents, I must have vital papers and records, our birth and marriage certificates, and those of our children. If I should not meet you at the train, it is because of the press of business. I have given all explanations to Troppmann. He will explain everything to you. You must do everything he tells you. Your faithful husband, Jean Canque. Right, Madame Canque. That chateau over there.
What are the children?
They sleep?
Yes.
Then let them.
Wait. Achille. Wake up. Listen. Now listen, Achille. Monsieur Troppmann will take me to Papa, who is in that chateau. I will bring him back to you and the children. Watch over your brothers and sisters, dear son, and I will bring Papa to you. Very well, Monsieur Troppmann.
My arm?
And will Gustave be with his Papa? Will I see my Gustave?
No.
No.
He's dead.
Huh?
He's dead, Madame. As your husband is dead.
Achille? Come here. Come here, my child.
Sometime later, a farmhand was walking across the fields. He saw some freshly turned earth and investigated. He ran straight to the police, and the police came to the field. And not only the police. You remember, crowd, come to see, come to look. A mass grave where were buried 6 members of the Kank family. And they saw what they had come for. Since the elder Kank was not to be found, the police immediately assumed that he was the murderer and began their fruitless hunt for him. In the meanwhile, in Le Havre, on a rainy day...
And you believe there will be no difficulty in obtaining a passport for me?
To America?
To America.
Monsieur.
Yes?
Why do you not go to the authorities, monsieur, huh? Or do you need, such as I, to forge a passport for you?
Invent a reason for yourself, my friend, and let it satisfy you.
I will be satisfied only if I am paid well.
As you will be.
Of course. However, a small... Oh, forgive me, monsieur. I must...
You, stay where you are.
I'm afraid, monsieur, you would have to find another, my friend, the police. Well, how, Ferdinand? Have you been looking for me?
There's been thievery on the docks, little friend.
And I, of course, have been accused?
Who else?
Because it is a rainy day and you do not wish to look very far.
Perhaps. Tell me, who is your friend here?
What? I do not know.
Who are you, monsieur? Yes, you. Who are you?
Me?
Exactly you.
Why do you ask that?
Because you are with the little thief here, and so elegantly dressed, monsieur. What do you do here? What connivance do you make with this small robber?
I don't even know him.
Who are you, monsieur? Your name, please. What, so hesitant, my friend? You have papers.
Oh, yes.
No, yes. Yes or no, monsieur?
Do not run.
Come back! Stop! Come back! Come back! Madman! Stop the madman! You'll fall in the sea! Stop him! Madman, to jump in the ocean. I should let you drown. However, do not fight me, monsieur.
Let it die. Let it die. Let it die. Let it
But the policeman pulled Troppmann out of the ocean and took him to the station. Here they put blankets about him and fed him hot soup because suddenly he was an important man. And because his papers, however damp, attested him to be Jean Kank. And Jean Kank was wanted by every policeman in France for the slaughter of his family, including Gustave, who'd been found drowned.
I'm not Jean Kank.
Oh, then who are you?
Not Jean Kank.
How did you get his papers?
Kank gave them to me.
Where is he then?
I do not know.
Who are you?
Not Jean Kank.
But who?
Jean Baptiste Troppmann.
Where is Kank?
Listen, he's dead. He's dead. And he has been murdered. He's murdered. And...
Yeah?
I murdered.
And his family?
I helped murder them.
Help?
There were others.
What others?
I do not know.
But you were there.
Yes.
And the Kank family is dead. Massacred. All of them. There was a trial, and there was a verdict, guilty, and there was the guillotine. And the days of the beast were done.
In just a moment, Thomas Hyland will tell you about next week's crime classic. Jean-Baptiste Troppmann, tonight's crime classic, was adapted from the original court reports and newspaper accounts by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music was composed and conducted by Bernard Herrmann, and the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. In tonight's story, Jack Edwards was heard as Troppmann. Featured in the cast were Irene Tedrow, Larry Dobkin, Joseph Kearns, Junius Matthews, Kurt Martell, and Dix Davis. Bob Lamont speaking. And here again is Thomas Hyland.
Next week, the story of a boy from the island of Malta who went to sea in the year 1821. And when he'd gotten just off the Canary Islands, he thought of a wonderful way to make some money quickly. It's listed in my files as the good ship Jane. Why she became flotsam. Thank you. Good night.
Crime Classics has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Good evening. This is Crime Classics. I am Thomas Hyland with another true story of crime. Listen. The sound of brace and bit boring into wood. Good wood, mahogany, a hard wood, and since this is 1821 and the tools weren't as finely tempered as they are today, a resisting wood. One needed to really lean into it, give it muscle. Here's something. Water coming in at last. But how slowly. Just boring holes in the bottom of the ship. That's no way to scuttle it.
Here's an axe.
Yes. As I said, mahogany is a good, hard wood, fine for ship's keels. Doesn't hold up under an axe, though. Here comes the Atlantic Ocean. Tonight, my report to you on the good ship Jane, why she became flotsam.
Crime Classics, a series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland.
Let's talk about schooners for a moment. The first one ever built was in Gloucester, Massachusetts, in 1713, by Captain Andy Robbie Robinson. The schooner is a fore and aft rigged vessel and was much used in fishing in its earliest days. However, it was soon used as an ocean trader, taken as it was into the hearts of ship owners, since it used a smaller crew. The vessel that concerns us here is Jane of Gibraltar, brig rigged fore and schooner rigged aft. He'd carry from 90 to 120 tons and had seen service on all of the 7 seas. The Jane was weighing anchor at Gibraltar. On her way to Brazil. Her captain was Thomas Johnson. Her cabin boy, a youth from Malta named Andrew Camelier. And in the captain's cabin,
10 pipes of sweet oil, 120 barrels of beeswax, 14 round jars of fine oil.
Boy.
Yes, Captain?
How old are you, boy?
16, sir.
You understand the promise I made to your father, boy, that I would return you a man?
Yes, sir.
Continue with the manifest, boy.
300 oblong jars of olives, 14 boxes of raisins, 19 bolts of silk.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
Your father said you were meat, too long, milk fat, and soft. We'll harden you, boy. Put leather where now there's down on your cheek.
Shall I go on with
Boy.
it? Yes, sir.
Soften that blonde hair of yours with sea spray, and muscle those thin arms. Boy.
Yes, sir.
What have you got in your hand?
Your watch, sir.
I know it's my watch. And I know it was right here on my desk a minute ago.
Well, I fidget, sir.
So your father told me. Put the watch down.
Yes, sir. My father also gave me a book called Tales of the Ocean.
Never mind that. Go on with the manifest.
That's all except the dollars, sir.
Read the manifest, boy.
6 18-gallon casks, and one of about 9 and one of about 7 gallons. All filled with Spanish dollars to the number of 38,000. All the above to be delivered to Jose Miguel de Faria, Bahia, Brazil.
You watch your P's and Q's, boy. Stop fidgeting!
Yes, sir.
After which, Andrew never tried to steal the captain's watch again. Instead,
Captain, I saw Seaman Smith opening a cask in the hold and dipping into the olives.
the youth quickly developed a sense of loyalty to his captain and the ship and its cargo. And the captain sensed it.
Good boy.
And did his best to instill the youth with a sense of responsibility. And the next day,
You may flog Seaman Smith, boy. Here. Take a whip. Now don't flinch. Good boy.
and nearly skinned Seaman Smith alive. A youth 2 weeks at sea and manhood busting through all over. Yet with a streak of gentleness.
Mate Hyman?
Yeah?
I came down here to cruise quarters to see how Seaman Smith feels.
I've seen whipping before, lad, but I got to hand it to you. You're a scientific whipper, you are. Isn't that the truth, Frenchy?
Oui.
Yes. Old Frenchy's seen whipping, too.
Oui.
You're a one, you know that, lad? Rumply blonde-hair boy like you with cherub face and a whipper like you.
I didn't want to do it. Captain ordered me. I'm so sorry, Mr. Smith.
Can't hear you, laddie.
Tell him how sorry I am I had to flog him unconscious.
There's a question I'd like to be asking you, lad.
Yes, sir?
Because the crew's all asking it. How did the captain know in the first place that Smitty there was thieving? You tell, Captain, little pink cheeks.
Please.
Please what?
Leave me alone.
Snitcher, ain't you,
You
Pinky?
leave me alone,
Oh, what?
You see this knife, don't you?
You see this knife, don't you?
Please leave me alone.
Look at him, Frenchy. Look at him with the knife.
Oui.
Funny, ain't it? Well, I'm going to tell you what, laddie. Playing with knives, you be, eh? Well, now I'll be playing, too. A sticking game. You'll be all over the deck in a second.
Please.
That's your laddie.
Please let me alone.
Now, look, laddie, take that knife away from my throat.
Then will you let me alone?
Oh, we was just gaming, laddie. You're a good gamer, you are. Put the knife away from my throat, laddie. Yeah. That's the laddie.
Yes, sir.
He's a one, ain't he, Frenchy?
Yeah, oui.
Please, let's be friendly.
Oh, we're shipmates, we are.
My father told me to make friends.
Shipmates, we are.
Oui.
The captain doesn't like me.
Don't he now? And you such a gamer and a Nazi.
He thinks I want to break into the hold and steal all those Spanish dollars and husks. Just because I know where the keys are.
Do you now?
38,000 in Spanish dollars.
Them's the best kind.
That's what's in those casks, eh?
Oh, yes, sir.
I could use some of those dollars, couldn't you, Frenchy?
Now, don't you tell the captain I told you about...
All those dollars? Oh, no. We're shipmates.
I'm glad I've made friends.
Yes, oh, you have.
But Mr. Patterson doesn't like me either. He's with the captain all the time and takes watch over him when he sleeps. And
Mr. Patterson don't know true quality in a lad.
Mr. Patterson's outside the captain's cabin right now.
On such a black night.
He hates me.
And we your friends. Come along, Frenchy.
Lad, there's your Mr. Patterson for you. Sleeping under the stars from a belaying pin.
If he awakens, you'll raise an awful row.
Oh, you know where that key is to the dollars, lad?
Yes, but if Mr. Patterson wakes up...
Frenchy.
Oui. Throw Mr. Patterson overboard.
Oui.
Wait! I read in the book it was called Tales of the Ocean Sea. How bad pirates used to tie iron to the legs of victims.
Oh.
So they wouldn't float. So I bought a piece of iron along. Here it is.
Frenchy, lash the iron to Mr. Patterson's leg so he won't float.
Oui.
Let's see the captain now, lad.
Yes, sir. Captain's a very sound sleeper. Here's his gun.
Be careful how you point it.
Blimey. Shot the captain right between the eyes. That's what you did, lad. Right between the eyes, I tell you. Deader than a pickled mackerel from Cooper's Coast, he is. Blimey. Oh, lad, I know how you feel, lad. Accident, weren't it, lad? Yeah. You go on and weep. It'll do you good.
That night, Andrew cried his heart out. So forlorn was he for having shot his father's friend and his captain that he did not venture above deck. And that's where all the activity was.
Here, tie this piece of iron to the captain's leg, Frenchy.
Oui.
And, using a ship shank knot and a 25-pound weight, they prepared the captain for sinking. Sank him. These few hours' activity was known as piracy. There was also murder. Altogether a night of perfidy, sprung as it did from the innocence of a 16-year-old boy's suggestions. Just because the youth has read a long-since-banned book, Tales of the Ocean Sea. Just because his father had gotten him a berth aboard ship. Just because his father wanted to make a man of him. But Andrew still had a long way to go.
Boy.
Never knew a soul could ache one like this.
But it can. Oui. Where's the key to the dollars, boy?
There. Beneath the captain's pillow.
Frenchy.
Oui.
Now, Wilfred.
Wait.
Yes, lad.
What did you do with the captain?
As we did with Mr. Patterson.
Now there are 8 of us. But Smithy cannot work.
No, not since the flogging you give him.
And have you noticed that Mr. Strawn is feeble and recovers poorly from his drinking?
It's true. What are you saying, lad?
Nothing.
Frenchy.
Oui.
There are 8 of us now, but 2 of us ain't very useful. Ain't no sense having them around to divide those dollars with. Frenchy?
Oui.
What Mr. Hyman and Frenchy did was unlock that section of the hold where the dollars were kept, remove the casks, and insert two of their shipmates, Mr. Smith and Mr. Strawn. It was then that the lad Andrew appeared on deck.
What are you going to do with those tar pots, Mr. Hyman? Fire them and lead the smoke into the hold where Smithy and Strawn are?
Why, then they'd suffocate. Frenchy? We.
You are listening to Crime Classics and your host, Thomas Hyland. Hear Marlene Dietrich as Diane Lavolta in a new adventure in colorful Spain. The sultry-voiced chanteuse helps a great bullfighter out of his difficulties in a story titled The Man Who Wanted to Die. Remember, tomorrow and every Thursday night on most of these same stations, the Star's Address brings you Marlene Dietrich in Time for Love. And now once again, Thomas Hyland and the second act of Crime Classics and his report to you on the good ship Jane, why she became flotsam.
Some words about piracy. Next to being a sailor, being a pirate is man's oldest profession since he took to the sea. There is literature concerning this type of criminality all the way back to the Phoenicians. The Vikings were great pirates, and you'll be interested to know that during the Roman civil wars, the city itself was all but starved to death by the incursion of the old Etruscan pirates. Now, many of you undoubtedly think that piracy is a matter of the crew of one ship plundering another. Not so. As far back as the plunder of the barkentine Athena in 1702, the Admiralty ruled that a crew which mutinies and murders its captain and plunders its cargo and steers the vessel off course, perhaps toward a different continent, a crew which does these things is lumped under the heading of pirates. Therefore, the crew of the schooner Jane of Gibraltar were pirates. Of this there can be no doubt.
I say, let's take it to Africa, mates.
Africa!
Then Africa it is. Helmsman, change your course. South by southeast.
Aye, south by southeast.
Africa it is, lads, with Spanish dollars to fling and Spanish dollars to spend. Lad, Andrew.
Yes, Captain?
You're nearly done, lad.
Aye, Captain. Each of us, now that we are six, will receive $6,300.
Ah. You hear that, lads? 6,300 Spanish dollars for each of us. Oh, Morocco, Tangiers, Cairo.
Captain?
Oh, you like Africa, you bonny lad. Whoa, the sights I can show you. And you, the curly-headed, blondie lad you are, you'll have the ladies nippier than Thurston's kitty.
Captain?
Yes, lad.
The African seas are filled with pirates.
What are you saying, lad?
I've heard. Corsairs from Tripoli and Turks and Saracens.
What?
I'm frightened.
Well, then be frightened, lad. What do you expect us to turn tail about and go to England, maybe, or...
Scotland.
Scotland?
With their lonely shores and their long, lonely beaches, we could get ashore and nobody would know what.
Wouldn't be any pirates, either.
Oh, no.
Scotland! Bonnie Scotland!
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Scotland it is. Helmsman, change your course. North or northwest?
Aye, aye, north by northwest.
And they sailed in that direction for 17 days. It was a singularly uneventful voyage. In passing other ships, they hoisted the American colors, identified themselves as the Rover, 30 days from New York, bound for Archangel. And Hyman went about clothed in the captain's green greatcoat. The boy Andrew stayed below most of the trip, reading. But one day, when Hyman brought him his breakfast, the boy looked up from his book and he said,
"When are you going to give orders to scuttle the ship, Captain?"
Scuttle it, lad.
Else there'll be surely someone in Scotland who'll recognize the ship as a Jane and ask of the captain.
Scuttle it, I say.
Off the Cape of Stornoway.
Off the Cape of Stornoway.
And 2 nights later, within sight of the Scottish coast at Stornoway, You remember. Hyman began to drill holes in the bottom of the boat.
Here's an axe.
Oh. Yeah. Sir? What is it, you bonny lad?
I think you should give orders to man the longboat.
Oh, get your backs into it, men. Yo, what's the matter with you, Dora?
Tide against us. We never make it shore.
Oh, hold it, I tell you.
There she go. There she go.
What?
The horn. I lost me my horn. Catch she go.
Ah, you stupid lump sum. Dumber than Prescott's cymbal. Now, lad.
Never.
What are you saying, lad?
You'll never get to shore. All drown in our chests with money will lie at the bottom of the sea.
Oh, now, lad.
The things you forced me to do, the terrible things.
Lad.
The awful things.
Now hear this. What the sea did. It sent a huge and wonderful wave to the scene, and this huge and wonderful wave did this. Lifted high the longboat, the dollars, and the sailors, and on a narrow strand of beach, put them down again. This huge and wonderful wave.
Phew, blimey. Hey, ain't this something, Frenchy?
Oui.
Wave tossing us boat and all right to shore.
Lad, Andrew, lad.
Yes?
We're saved.
Yes.
Yes, we're saved. We're saved. Give it here, lads. We're saved. And it's this bonny lad that's the cause of it all. This lad, this Andrew. This curly, blondling Andrew lad. Oh, lad, it's a great and good luck thing to know you. To sail with your likes.
Thank you.
Thank you, he says. Hey, such a lad you are.
But the rest of that night was a terrible one. The fury of the skies and the sea over that narrow strand, and 6 men huddled there, not daring to move, lest they lose their way in the dark and stumble into the torrent. Yet, even in these small hours of despair, they had presence of mind enough to bury, each of them, part of their Spanish dollars.
And we should take an oath of secrecy.
And they, each of them, took a terrible oath, swore never to reveal what had happened, nor of the money, nor the murders. A good thing, too, for the next day, a suddenly becalmed and sunny day,
Ahoy! Ahoy there!
a group of men came running up the beach toward them.
Ahoy there!
Hello.
What do you hear?
Our boat broke up in the sea, and praise be for a sturdy longboat. Who be you?
Roderick McIver.
We be off the ill-fated catch, the Betsy, out of San Francisco.
I am McIver, surveyor of customs. These are my men.
Oh?
And we'll want to look at your sea chest.
Oh.
You, Colonel, open me that sea chest, for instance, and I'll have a look. Now, we'll see. Yeah, what's this? Dollars now. Huh. Spanish dollars. Now you.
Please, sir.
How come a blondling boy like you with such scurvy lookers, eh?
Please, sir.
Colonel, stand guard here while I fetch a brace of constables to this spot. This has the looks of I don't know what, but I didn't like it.
Please, sir.
How old be you, boy?
16, sir. There's never been a razor to my cheek.
Hell, yeah.
If I could see my father... Sir?
Yes, lad?
Could I walk with you?
Curly-headed boy could be my own son almost. Surely. Walk with me.
I have something to tell you, sir.
Oh. Well, what happened?
Sir?
Lad, what?
They held me prisoner out of Malta and murdered Captain and Mr. Patterson and nice Mr. Smith and Mr. Strawn. They suffocated the nice Mr. Smith and Strawn with smoke from a tar barrel and stole those Spanish dollars.
Are you saying the truth?
I'll take an oath on it.
And you'll so testify, lad?
I want to.
Go on, lad. Continue with your story.
And I struggled with Mr. Hyman with the pistol, and he overcame me and killed Captain.
And then?
I had that one who we call Frenchy tie iron to Captain's leg and throw him overboard.
And then?
Suffocated 2 others with smoke from a tar barrel.
How old are you, lad?
16. My father's far away in Malta.
I must tell you, boy, as a father myself and as judge in the court of law, that ne'er have I witnessed such a courageous lad as you. You are as candid a witness as e'er appeared before me. Your manners are modest, and your statements are sincere and distinct. And it is to your due that justice is trying the case of these men, Peter Hyman and the Frenchman Francois Gautier. You may step down, boy. Peter Hyman and Francois Gautier. The rest of your crew has been dismissed as not guilty of the heinous crimes as charged. But the jury has found the 2 of you to be beasts of the sea and guilty as charged. Therefore, I announce to you the sentence of death, which will be forthwith put into execution. Though your crimes as charged be murder and piracy, to my mind your guilt is of a far greater kind. The scar is slashed across innocence, the innocence of that youth sitting there, gentle child of blondling curl, bravely hiding the scalding hurt. Vipers! And upon the 2nd Wednesday of January next to come, you will be dead.
I have here an account of the execution. The 2 men, Peter Hyman and Francois Gautier, ascended the drop at 20 minutes past 11. They remained on the platform for some minutes, being administered as they were by men of the cloth. But observers noted that neither one seemed to listen to prayers, nor did they repeat any supplications. Rather did they merely stand there and shake their heads as if, some observers say, they did not believe what was happening to them. In the pressing crowd of onlookers was seen Master Andrew Camelier, close to the front, smiling and bowing to those who recognized him. Andrew Camelier, I should tell you, never went back to Malta, nor to sea. He was married next year to the comely daughter of a widower, and when his father-in-law shot himself to death in 6 months' time, he inherited a large sum of money.
In just a moment, Thomas Hyland will tell you about next week's Crime Classic. The Good Ship Jane, tonight's Crime Classic, was adapted from the original court reports and newspaper accounts by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music was composed and conducted by Bernard Herrmann, and the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. In tonight's story, Gary Montgomery was heard as Andrew and Van Wright as Hyman. Featured in the cast were Herb Butterfield, Paul Frees, Steve Roberts, and William Johnstone. Bob Lamont speaking. Now, here again is Thomas Hyland.
Next week, Suffolk, England, in the year 1676. We will concern ourselves at that time with a rousing croquet match, a fine old castle at stake, winner take all. It's listed in my files as Roger Nems, how he, though dead, won the game. Thank you. Good night.
This coming Sunday, CBS Radio's Department of Public Affairs offers a documented progress report on the Negro in America, titled The High Mountain. Narrators will be William H. Hasty, United States Court of Appeals judge, and Admiral Alan G. Kirk. The same production team that brought you Bomb Target USA, 38th Parallel, USA Parole File 732, and other hard-hitting factual documents about life in America, now turns its attention on the High Mountain for a look at the progress and problems of the Negro in America. This Sunday on most of these same stations. You hear America's favorite shows on the CBS Radio Network.
Playtime in the afternoon in Suffolk, England, 1676. The game, croquet, as it was played then. Heavier mallets because they were lead-weighted, wider wickets, and leather-covered balls. The shot you just heard was a pretty one, made by Guy Marcy. And now, a friend of his, John Nems, leans over to line up his shot. Beautiful shot. And now John's cousin Roger kneels down to sight his shot. Careful player. Lines it up and... Which was Guy Marcy, muscular man, hitting Roger over the head with a lead-weighted mallet, killing him. Tonight, my report to you on Roger Nems, how he, though dead, won the game. Crime Classics. A series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland. The Dutch were drowning the English off the coast of Suffolk, and the English were retaliating. The latest and greatest naval war of the 17th century was being fought. The war which gave to history Thomas Golding, who demanded only a flaming deck and clean cutlass. And above these battles, white cliffs above, was the castle of the Nems family. And the Nems cousins used to sit and watch the skies being lighted with the shock of sea battle. They watched because they believed this much superior to taking part. They were rich and had paid other men to fight the Dutch in their place. Roger and John, lads of 20, orphans both. And when there was no fighting to watch, they would have sport. Play croquet.
Pretty, cousin. Pretty. A rippy-rolly.
Truth, and mark me twice, I've won again.
So it'll be when you'll take Guy Marcy into a game and beat him.
I could die happy.
Oh, speak not of that.
It's only jesting.
Yet each thing you wish. You say if you could have it, you would die happy. I want to hear none of it, so let me speak of it.
Cousin. Good cousin to worry of me.
And why not? Responsibility that you are to me.
Responsibility? Me to you? Fathom me how?
How wealthy you are. This castle yours, and all that's in it, and the lands, and the stock.
No less yours.
Only because you are kind to me. All the wealth is yours and in your name.
But if I should die before you...
It will be mine, this castle, and all that's in it, and the land...
Cousin John...
I know. The will you've made to me. Good cousin. Kind cousin.
Cousin John...
Yes, Cousin Roger.
I've changed it again.
The will?
The will.
Changed it? How?
Or should I have children, then all my estates and all my wealth to them. Or he or she.
Oh.
Only fair. For if I had children, then I would be a father. And as father, I owe a debt to my progeny.
Cousin Roger?
Yes, Cousin John.
Is there anything on your mind, Cousin Roger?
Last night, dear cousin, and you will be happy for me, I met a maid.
Oh?
A duck, a bunsome maid. Luli with pinky cheeks and throat of soft and white and hair of radiance.
How met you this maid?
I was walking over in the village green and spied this maid with courage that would make you blush. Tell me of. She played at croquet on the public green.
Oh.
And she had a slyness to her wrist. And I spoke to her, and we played at game, and after went walking, and she told me her name was Mary. Mary of Southwold. And you've heard of the maids of Southwold, cousin.
The marrying maids of Southwold.
Yes. Another game, cousin?
Very well. Losers first, I've heard it said.
You've heard it said indeed. So swing your mallet, cousin, and we'll have joyous game. Too bad.
Needless to say, Cousin Roger won again. So they stacked mallets and went inside. If Cousin Roger noticed that Cousin John hardly touched his loser's cup, he didn't say a word. Nor did he protest too much when John announced he was going out.
A toppling I go, cousin. I have not done it for so long.
But speak my name in the tavern and that of Bonio.
But a toppling Cousin John did not go. Instead, he went down to Southwold Town and inquired of a maid named Mary, she who did a sly thing with her wrist at croquet. And he found her at her home in a wisteria grove, foot to treadle and spinning.
I did not want to interrupt your spinning, Mary, but your brother said it was all right to do, saying, as he did, that you're too much at the wheel.
You say your name is...
John Nems.
Of Roger Nems?
Kinsman. Mother to me now dead was to father of him, rest his soul, brother and sister of same parent, son.
Cousins, though.
Without doubt. And living, too.
Be seated, then, for this is a fortunate time.
Fortunate? How?
Well, as my foot was to treadle and round the wheel did go, spinning flax to thread, my thoughts were of your cousin.
In what respect?
How he charms.
Is there fondness, Mary, you to him?
So much fondness.
Poor Mary, poor lad.
How?
You had thoughts of marrying to him and having children of it?
Yes, these thoughts came, and... Why do you say poor Mary, poor lad?
Because my cousin is mad.
Mad?
He thinks himself all manner of beasts, even to birds.
What are you saying?
The curse of my family, which came to his side from his father, and before him his father's aunt, who, you might have heard, yet the truth. Therefore entertain no thoughts of loving my cousin.
Oh, no, I shall not.
Then goodbye, dear girl.
Oh, you need not go. And therefore I cannot play on the green with you today, Roger Nems, nor any other day. And that is why I will spend this afternoon, and who knows how many others, spinning my flax.
But, Mary...
So I say goodbye to you, Roger Nems.
But you were so ardent and gave me hope.
Hope for what?
That you would wed with me and come and live with me in my castle, and soon small Nems about children to us.
No, Roger. Poor Roger. Dear Roger. Go, Roger.
So this was Cousin John's strategy, to dissuade any woman from wedding his cousin, therefore dissuading from becoming mothers. Keep the money in the family, and the family was big enough as it was. But Cousin John didn't reckon with springtime. It was May, and the girl's name was Hannah, and Roger espied her walking down the beach, gathering cockle shells.
For my garden, sir.
And what is your name, pretty maid?
Hannah.
Hannah. Oh, 'tis a name, that's for sure.
And you're Roger Nems of the big and tall castle there.
And how are you knowing that?
have parted heads and have spied you at the wicket.
Barefooted gypsio.
Aye.
Gypsio, with black eyes aflash and the trinkets in your ears and tawny hair.
I must go now.
Flirty.
True, I must.
And why?
Because it's time you should ask me where I be nights, and you have not asked me, so I should go.
And where do you be nights, Hannah?
Why are you asking?
A man has a duty.
What talk are you making?
To settle down, to have him wife, to plant trees, to have children.
You were asking where I be nights. There's a cottage in the uplands back and up the side of the rise where Grandmother Fabian keeps her lambs. It's where I am.
Is where I'll be.
Mr. Nems. Oh, but who are you?
Mr. Nems. John Nems. Cousin to Roger.
Pray, sir, what has befallen your cousin that you come in his stead?
Not in his stead, young miss, but earlier.
But why?
My cousin Roger is in the garden under the moon, eating grass.
Oh, what joke is
No
this?
joke until last day, for he has madness in him.
What?
Yes. He had told me of you earlier, young miss. And surely he spoke well of your beauty, and true of it. Of your eyes and throat and tawny hair. But of his sudden madness he told you nothing.
No, he did not.
But he told you he wished to marry and have children, eh?
Aye.
Well, this is in itself a madness, for he has a wife in Wales on those wild shores with 6 children.
Oh,
Now I must go.
he's mad.
As Sir Bromley.
Oh.
Good night, young miss.
So it went. Cousin Roger wanted nothing more than to get married and have children. Cousin John couldn't afford it. Each time Roger would meet a maid and make known his intentions, John would meet the same maid and declare that Roger was mad or already married or a secret criminal of unspeakable deed. It is even said that Roger Nems made his intentions known to none other than Dame May Bellamy, and she had considered him quite sincerely, as she did all things, until, of course, she had a little chat with Cousin John. Which, of course, may be the very reason Dame May locked herself up at Fallbrook, never to feel sunshine again. Yet, Cousin Roger was not daunted.
I feel it, cousin. This month I will find a girl to wed. A traveler on donkeyback read my pound for a penny and said it. And for a week now I've dreamed of a dear face I've never seen before.
Yet consider this, cousin. So many of the damsels all about have refused you.
17.
Then give it up and be bachelor.
A man should take a wife and plant a tree and have a child.
I'd say give it up.
Never.
Which was wearisome talk to John. Once Roger got married, chances would shoot up that he would become a father. As a father, he would have an heir. And when Roger would have an heir...
I'll be disinherited.
Drink your ale and do not take on so, friend John.
But hear me, Guy Marcy. The wealth he has, it could be mine.
Aye, there's truth in that.
And how rich he is, and each new girl wants to wipe him off. And I'm weary.
Yet if he does not marry nor have children, you will inherit.
If I outlive him. I have told you this, friend Guy.
A toast, then. A toast. That your cousin should drop himself down dead. This instant and now. Before he takes wife. Before he becomes father. Before...
Drops down dead?
Maybe not this minute.
Nor tonight.
But whenever... And you'd have the wealth immediate?
And good drinking companion and croquet companion you would share.
I'd want to.
And you would?
We'll see.
I cannot wait till tomorrow.
Tomorrow was Tuesday, a sunny day, and the dew was hardly off the grass before the cousins were lined up in front of the starting pole. Cousin John had brought his friend, Guy Marcy, muscular man, good croquet player. Whatever he aimed at with his lead-weighted mallet, he hit.
You are listening to Crime Classics and your host, Thomas Hyland.
Charles II was seated on the English throne in those days when the court still winced at the mention of the name Cromwell. A peculiarly small court, by the way, since the Great Plague, which was just now over, was no respecter of physician. 14 couriers, including the fabulous Lady Vickers, had perished together in the Great Fire. And, as I have mentioned, there was that war with the Dutch. The war was going badly, and the populace was muttering at the high taxes. This is the time, too, you'll remember, when Queen Catherine was accused, and, when not indicted, had set a style. England on her way up. And, in the sunny meridians that encompass Suffolk, there was a game in progress.
Well shot, Guy. What they say of your man to capture is the truth. Cheerio. And now, friend John, make your wicket.
Would I could from this life. I'm for the middle wicket.
Yes, you are, dear cousin.
Then now. No, fumbly do.
No bad shot. Now you're out of position, cousin.
Oh, don't rub me with it. Take your shot, Roger.
Oh, and how it rolls for the back wicket. Wicket two. It did. It's as skilled you are as any I've seen about. Daddy-o.
Aye. My cousin is skilled in many things.
The damsels, I'll wager a bucket. There'll be no more damsels.
What are you saying, cousin?
There's a surprise I have for you.
What surprise?
Go on with the game and I'll tell you. The shot is Guy.
Guy has had his shot. Now, what surprise? What are you saying of no more damsels?
I met a one last night. A final one. Of the name Priscilla. And we love each other.
So quickly.
A love of poets. We marry on Broom Wednesday.
Broom Wednesday is tomorrow, cousin.
I know it. Tomorrow is bliss. It's the day when I come into family. And who knows how many there'll be come Michaelmas, for Priscilla was one of triplets.
My congratulations, then. 'Tis your shot, cousin?
Aye. Fight your wicket well, Roger Nems, for 'tis a difficult shot. Aye. Difficult shot indeed.
Cousin Roger. Cousin now. Yes, would you say, Guy?
I'd say it. As I swung and how he was kneeling there, I knew it.
Now we need dispose of him, Guy.
The pond would seem a likely place.
Aye, but yet...
Yet what?
I've heard eventually they float. Those who dead are placed in water come at last to the top and are discovered.
Not those who dead are placed in water and are fastened to the bottom. Not those.
I could not do it.
I could.
Will you?
I'll must if no one to know what happened this day.
So that you can live in the east wing of the estate with peace and ease of mind.
I'll must if I want all that.
Wanting all that, Guy Marcy, muscular man and lungy and strong swimmer, did this, according to a folio of the day I have here. They did strip him of his clothes, taking first from his hand the tightly clinching mallet, which he had been using for gaming. Thence they did carry him to a great and darkling pond in a lone field, and, taking him under the water at its deepest part, Guy Marcy did drive 2 stakes through him, thereby pinning him down, so that he would never become a floater. Then they did bury his clothes, and thus doing, these wicked caitiffs, without torturing their souls on the rack of their consciences, Guy Marcy did go to the east wing, which now he claimed as his, and John Nems proceeded immediately to make the castle and all that was in it his.
So beautiful, the spinning wheel as it turns.
Mary, I wanted to show it to you, Mary, to show you this spinning wheel here at Nems Castle, since the day I called on you to tell you of Cousin Roger's lost darkness. Cousin Roger has gone to America, you know.
To do good there, I've heard.
Yes.
And now the castle is yours.
Yes. Mary.
Yes, John.
Spin no more, but give me your hand. Yes. Now come to me.
John?
Yes, dove.
Who's to spin this wheel?
You, Mary, as you come here each day. There's much flax and...
I'll think of it.
Yet come to me for a moment.
So rich you are. Is that not so, John?
Yes.
Dear John, how rich?
As rich as ever a fellow can be.
How rich is that?
Oh, I've a treasure chest and sparkling jewels and goldy things, a trove of treasure. The secret trove at the bottom of a pot.
Bottom of a... Where?
I made a joke that there's no chest of treasure nor a trove.
I scarce know when to believe you, John.
Believe me now, there is no treasure nor trove. Believe me.
Oh, dear John.
I made a joke.
I believe you. I believe you, John. Concerned about it to say was nothing, brother mine.
Oh.
A treasure trove, that's what.
Now, you listen to me, Mary. All those hours spinning at the wheel spin your brain, too, I'm telling you. As I always said it would.
A regular treasure chest with goldy things and sparkling jewels, he said. And he said it was...
I know, at the bottom of a pond. Now, what pond? I ask you that.
But how many ponds are there near to the Nems Castle? I'll ask you that.
Scummy pond, and deep and black and cold it is.
Treasure trove.
And you want me to swim to the bottom of it and have a look?
Tonight.
Go back to your wheel.
Will you do it?
Yeah. Go back to your wheel.
Dipping, brother dear. A swimmer you're always saying you are, so?
I be.
Then swim.
Cold water.
The splashing about will warming you. Now go. Fetch your sister a treasure trove.
Yes.
Oh! To the bottom, brother. Oh, treasure trove and sparkling and golden things.
There's nothing.
Well, you haven't been to the bottom of it. Too soon you've come back.
Cold.
Be cold for your own dear sister a bit. Hold breath and go deep for me. Oh, let there be treasure. Let there be all the things.
Oh!
You found a thing. Oh, dear brother.
Darling sister.
What trove did you find? Here's a warm thing to put about you. Now tell me.
Horrible.
What are you saying?
Gold's work.
What trove is a horror, brother? What did you see?
There at the bottom, a bit afloat, a foot from it.
What was?
A body. Of a man. Full grown and floating a foot from the bottom of the pond. Tied as he was and impaled as he was. Sister, foul and work her ghouls.
Treasure trove indeed.
What do you mean?
Treasure trove indeed. Him with his cousin going to do good in the Americas. Treasure trove indeed.
And Mary and her brother went to the constable, and the constable caused the bottom of the pool to be searched. It took the authorities 2 days to extricate the body from where it had been staked. The watchers to the operation were many. including two lads who looked down on the scene from the east turret of Nems Castle. Two gamesters, croquet players, friends.
If we fled, John.
That we cannot. The crowd that surrounds the castle, they would tear it to shreds.
Then what should we do?
I don't know.
I do.
Good. Dear friend.
Give ourselves up.
What?
The gaming thing. The right thing.
True.
The game is lost, therefore...
True.
He beat us.
True. My cousin Roger, though dead, has won the game.
They went down to the police at almost the precise moment when Roger was brought up. They explained what happened. They were brought to trial, found guilty, pressed to death by rocks of increasing weight. Their refusal to protest in the face of adversity brought applause and favorable comment from all.
In just a moment, Thomas Hyland will tell you about next week's crime classic. Roger Nems, tonight's crime classic, was adapted from the original court reports and newspaper accounts by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music by the early 18th century composer Charles Avison was arranged and conducted by Bernard Herrmann, and the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. In tonight's story, Ben Wright was heard as John, Alistair Duncan as Roger, and Richard Peel as Guy. Featured in the cast were Betty Harford, Ellen Morgan, and Gary Montgomery. Bob Lamont speaking. Here again is Thomas Hyland.
Next week, Dover, New Hampshire, in the year 1842. We will concern ourselves with a carnival, an alcoholic, and a wild beast. It's listed in my files as New Hampshire, the Tiger and Brad Ferguson. What happened then? Thank you. Good night.
Has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
This is Crime Classics. I am Thomas Hyland with another true story of crime. Listen. A Bengal tiger, named Prince Rajput, weight 462 pounds, 9 feet 7 inches long. A well-behaved tiger. Doesn't quite understand what he's doing in New Hampshire, but he's eating better than in the jungle. And the job he's got with the circus isn't very taxing. Sit on a pedestal and snarl on cue. 10 minutes, 3 times a day. Simple life. Except one day, in 1842, he got mixed up in 4th of July and changed a man's life for him. Tonight, my report to you on In New Hampshire, the Tiger and Brad Ferguson. What happened then? Crime Classics. A series of true crime stories taken from the records and newspapers of every land, from every time. Your host each week, Mr. Thomas Hyland, connoisseur of crime, student of violence, and teller of murders. Now, once again, Mr. Thomas Hyland. Summer lay gently against New Hampshire in 1842, and the purple lilac stippled the fertile meadows. Down from the White Mountains, the rivers ran swift and cool into glacier lakes, and the pine and maples grew tall. The slow and droning season of honeybee and sawbite into lumber and syrup dripping into pails, and time drifting into rosy twilight, and end to work, and evening. And where the 7 o'clock time touched the edge of Dover was the white frame house. In it, Bradbury Ferguson and his wife Mary, and they were performing a ritual of affection.
And when we're done with the dishes, Mary, we'll walk into the evening away.
I'd like to.
Mary.
Yes?
It's a sweet life you've given me.
No more sweet than mine.
There is another thing we should speak of.
The child?
The summer next, Mary. Well, then we can afford it.
It'll be the happiest summer of all then, sweet husband.
Well, then you won't say a word against this, Mary. A small drink.
Whiskey, Brad? No. But...
A toast to our child. A toast to next summer. Thank you, Mary.
No, I want none of it. Nor should you, husband, for an occasion so flimsy.
And I'll drink to our child. Don't look so distressed, Mary. It was but a small drink to add another warmth to the already warmth we have.
I don't like to see it. Your father...
My father. My father, indeed. He was a drunkard, Mary. Would you say I was a drunkard? Have you seen me drunk? Ever? Except when we wed that day.
The Christmas last, Brad. And the New Year day that followed.
Holidays. Occasion needed the drinking to it.
All right, Brad. All right.
Nor mention my father to me as if I compare to him.
All right.
For he said that Satan was a woman. Mary, drunk. He said it the few days he was sober. Satan was a woman, you would say. And you're a woman, Mary. And an angel. So my father was muddled. My father was a drunkard.
Put back the bottle, Brad.
I've already poured a drink for you, Mary. Drink it.
No.
Huh? I'll not waste it. Come, let's walk, dear Mary. Walk the evening for a while. And the night was full of sounds and silences and love.
And they said I shouldn't marry you. They said you would make me unhappy. Oh, was there ever such happiness for a girl as you've shown me?
No less the happiness you have given me.
A month full of June evening like this, and July came. And so did Lane's European Circus and Carnival Incorporated. 2 elephants, a cage of monkeys, a Bengal tiger, a manually operated carousel, and devices calculated to supply merriment. There was a picnic on the 4th of July.
Have another drink, Brad. I will indeed, and thank you for it.
Whoa!
Oh, now, Mary.
4th of July, Mary.
Day of Independence.
Holiday.
Bottle, Carl. This so, little one, Mary? Wasn't it? Wasn't it, Mary?
Dad?
Yes.
Let's go home.
Oh, it's young, Mary. The night's young.
A ride on the carousel's what we need. Mostly you, Mary. And being brother to you, I'm going to see that you get it.
Dad, please don't drink anymore.
Say something, Carl. I'll tell you what she's afraid of. Last New Year's Day, I got a little tipsy and I hit her. Now you know.
It was an accident, Dad. Now, please.
Wasn't any accident, dear. Dear Mary. Ah, dear Mary, darling. I hit you. Something come over me and I hit you. She was unconscious for an hour, Carl.
Please take me home. Then I'm going home by myself.
And I'm going home by myself.
And I'm going home by myself.
Go, go!
Very well.
Mary? Dear Mary. Dear Mary, darling. Thank you for that bottle, brother-in-law mine.
And somewhere in the carnival, he wandered away from his brother-in-law with the bottle and drank some more. Drank until whatever truth he had never known became crystal clear, and only the shapes and the sounds outside of himself began to distort, and voices had a peculiar quality.
Oh, where did you come from?
My name is Nona. I've been with you for the last hour.
Good. Yes, very good.
My name is Nona. Buy me that.
Oh, yes.
Buy me that.
Oh, yes.
And that, and that, and that.
And that. I'm fond of you.
Oh, you're a dear.
Now watch. And now.
Is there any more?
What?
Why money? Why money? Why money?
Yes.
Let me see. Buy me that. Is there more money?
Yes.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Gone. Olive? Olive? Olive, where did you go? I'll find you. Tiger. Bengal tiger. Name Prince Rajput. Do not stir. Tiger. I'm not afraid of you, Tiger. Prince Tiger. Show you. Not afraid of you!
Some brave.
What?
That tiger could have killed you.
No?
He ripped your coat, and if they hadn't come and pulled you away...
No.
If they hadn't come and pulled you away, that tiger would have ripped you to shreds.
What is here?
What?
Where am I?
Where I live.
Drink.
Yes. You're very brave.
Yes, I am.
That's why I brought you here.
It's a wonderful 4th of July.
What's your name, sweet?
Brad?
I'm Nona.
My wife's name is Mary.
I'm Nona.
Drink.
you remember?
What?
Why?
Oh, I know. I knew all along.
I know now.
Satan.
What?
Woman. You. Satan.
Was he drunk?
My father always said it. Now I know it's the truth. Satan is a woman. You.
What's going on in here? You let her alone, and you stop it.
I heard you scream, girl, from my room.
What about him?
Well, I hit him. He's unconscious. What do you want me to do with him?
Drunk. Crazy drunk. Get him out.
Well, he tried to kill you.
Get him out. Get him out.
It was only 10 o'clock at night when Brad Ferguson got thrown out of Nona's room. At 10 o'clock on the 4th of July. And he wasn't through celebrating yet.
Now, once again, Thomas Hyland and the second act of Crime Classics and his report to you on New Hampshire, the Tiger and Brad Ferguson. What happened then?
New Hampshire was the first of the original 13 states to establish a government independent of Great Britain. And there were people in the town of Dover who could still remember that day in 1775 when the Crown's representative, John Wentworth, was tossed into Lake Winnipesaukee. And fellows from New Hampshire fought in every battle of the Revolutionary War. Brad Ferguson's grandfather marched with Major Cullen's irregulars and, on furlough, fell in a gutter in Boston from poisoned rum. Brad Ferguson's father, on the other hand, lived to be 30. And Brad Ferguson himself, well, he was a few months older than 22. On the 4th of July, 1842, at 10 p.m.
Sit-dum. 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 Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Sit-dum. 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 Dum-dum-dum-dum.
Friends, Americans, countrymen, good evening to you all. Bar? Barkeep.
What do you want? What do you have?
Good evening to you, sir.
What do you want? What do you have?
Rum.
Rum?
Yum-dum-dum.
How'd you get so messed up?
That'll dance with the devil.
Who?
Satan.
And what happened?
They killed her.
You're very drunk.
They killed her, but she whirled me and spun me about and threw me into the street. I need rum to heal me.
Mister.
What?
Mister, show me your money.
Oh, of course. Of course, good sir.
Well?
She took it. All of it.
Who?
Satan. Who is the woman, sir?
Out.
Friends, Americans, countrymen, listen to me. Listen to me! I fought a tiger.
And for a drink of rum, I'll tell you about it. Little drink of rum, friend? Thank you. Blackie, might of rum? Thank you. I fought a tiger to a fairly well. A tiger. He paced. And I went up to him. And I dared him. Yeah! And the tiger screamed. Ah! Throw him out. Sit down. Mary, Mrs. Ferguson. Hello, Mary.
How are you feeling, my husband?
I am happy. I am very happy.
Loud.
Oh?
Drunkard.
Am I not?
Shameless man.
All these things.
To shame me as you did.
Mrs. Ferguson.
What's been said all about.
Mrs. Ferguson, I have made up my mind.
Down the road, Mrs. Roberts stopped in a while ago. She told me of a tiger and you.
My mind about a thing.
About you and a woman.
About a thing which concerns you.
And how you went away with a woman.
My father said it, and I did not believe him at first. He talked of Satan.
You should not have come back here.
He talked of Satan, and he said Satan is a woman.
I don't want you here.
Satan, son, he said, is a woman. A woman. Woman. When Bradbury Ferguson fell down in a heap in a field outside of Dovertown, it was July 5th. And past him, and not noticing him, Lane's European Circus and Carnival Incorporated, on its way to Vermont. Its animals asleep, which included a tiger. False dawn and the deaths of laughter, and later, morning, and the drone of Dovertown in the summer, sawmill and shop and morning voices of neighbors.
She wasn't to market this morning.
Of Mrs. Ferguson.
And Friday's the best day for marketing, and she knows it well. I wonder why she wasn't to market this morning. Let's see why. And not home. Could she have gone to her parents now for the shame that was brought on her by her husband?
Questions on the summer air. And more questions.
For the shame brought on her by her husband, Carl?
What shame?
I'm told you her brother was at the start of it.
What are you talking about?
Yesterday at the circus, you gave him what to drink. You, his brother-in-law.
And what concern
He
is
was
it?
not at marketing this morning. And did she return to her parents' house, I'm asking?
No.
Then where is she?
Mrs. Busybody.
Say that if you want. But I'm a neighborly woman. Neighbor to another who has a drunkard for a husband. Husband whose father and father's father were drunkards. And her not home and...
Not home.
Not home. Not home. I told you not home, else she'd answer. Is the reason I came to you, her brother, to come here and see it.
Policeman Slagle, and he killed her.
And why do you say that?
He was drunk.
And how do you know that?
I gave him whiskey.
But why do you name him killer?
Oh, he's a mean man and an ornery one when he's drunk.
Yet you gave him whiskey.
Holiday.
Where is he?
I do not know.
But you were with him?
He left. There was a woman. I saw her with him.
What woman?
Nona.
Oh?
You know Nona?
Yes.
You know where she lives?
Yes.
A good time at the circus, and he bought me this, and this, and this, and then suddenly he had no more money. I thought to leave him then.
Did you?
For a while. But then I heard something scream or someone, and everyone was running. And there he was, taunting the tiger, and the tiger slashed him with his claws. But Mr. Ferguson stood up to him and was very brave. And I brought him home with me.
Of course. Tell me what happened here.
Look at my throat.
Bruised.
Tried to strangle me. He said I was Satan. He said I was the devil. And he grabbed me and put his hands about my throat and he tried to kill me.
And I hit him and knocked him unconscious and threw him into the gutter.
Then he came in here.
It was after 10 o'clock.
Tell me what happened.
He came in and, as pretty as you please, said good evening to everybody. Then, pretty as you please, he said to me as he wanted rum. And seeing how he looked...
How was that?
Torn coat and dirty. He was as dirty as anyone could be. And seeing how he looked, I said, where's your money? And he didn't have none. Then did he tell us all that he had fighted with a tiger. Stood up to a tiger, he said, and someone bought him a drink, and he started to roar, and I throwed him out, pretty as you please.
About 2 in the afternoon, and outside of town in a field, a man stirred and awakened. Opened his eyes to a copper sun and shut them quickly. Slowly opened them again. Slowly, so that the bright colors of New Hampshire afternoon would unblur, would define themselves, become tree and grass and purple lilac. And got up, walked across the field to the brook. And the water was sweet, and the water was cold. Then Brad Ferguson walked down into Dover town.
Good morning, Mrs.
Why?
What's the matter?
Why, Mr. Ferguson. Can I walk with you, Mr. Ferguson?
Of course.
There's someone looking for you, Mr. Ferguson.
Who?
Mr. Slagle. Mr. Slagle, the policeman, Mr. Ferguson.
Why?
For what you did last night. Where are you going, Mr. Ferguson?
See Mr. Slagle. Find out what Mr.
You don't remember what you did last night?
I was drunk.
You know what you did?
I was drunk.
Mr. Slagle will tell you what you did.
About a tiger?
And what else? Mr. Slagle will tell you. Right in here, Mr. Slagle will tell you.
Mr. Slagle, you're under arrest. Why? Because of your wife. My wife? Yes? What of my wife? What of marriage? Make a complaint that she's in the back. Do you want to see her in there? Do you want to see her? Yes. Dead. But I love you, Mary. You strangled her. You killed her. But I love you, Mary. Murderer. Ferguson was tried and found guilty and sent to prison for the rest of his life. He was happy in jail. The friends who visited noticed a kind of serenity about him. Forever he heard his wife's voice, and most of the time she was singing.
Brad Ferguson, tonight's crime classic, was adapted from the original court reports and newspaper accounts by Morton Fine and David Friedkin. The music was composed and conducted by Bernard Herrmann, and the program is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis. Thomas Hyland is portrayed on radio by Lou Merrill. In tonight's story, Lamont Johnson was heard as Brad. Featured in the cast were Mary Jane Croft, Gene Bates, Paula Winslow, Jack Crucian, Parley Bear, and John Dinger. Bob Lamont speaking.